What's the vibes, y'all? It's the host Max So Wavy, and I'm back with another episode of Sorry for What. Finally, bro. Finally, bro. I'm so happy. I need some sound effects in this bitch. I swear, I wish I could clap, drop bombs, all of that shit I want. You feel me? It's been a minute. What's the vibes, bro? Everybody listening to this shit right now was good, bro. I'm so happy to be back behind this mic. I don't know if y'all could hear it. If you watching it, you could definitely see it because I'm smiling from ear to ear right now. What the fuck is the vibes, man? Welcome back to another episode of Sorry for What, man. Season two. Season two, man. Season two. I have finally made my return. And I'm super happy to be back, man. So let's just jump straight into it. Everybody listening, man. What's good with y'all? How y'all been? With y'all mental space at? What's the vibes? You feel me? I feel like it's so much stuff I want to say, like so many places I want to start, but I just want to start there for shit sure. Making sure everybody that's still listening, still rocking with me, everybody that's been hitting me like, yo, what's good? When you back with the pod? What's up with the pod? What's up with the pod? Like y'all have definitely put the battery in my back. I'm sorry it took so damn long, but you know what I'm saying? I'm here. And it feels super good to be back on it. Um, as you can see, it's a couple things that's changed. We're gonna jump into that, man. We are. I'm gonna not ignore probably the elephant in the room. We're gonna go and address some of those things. But until then, man, like what's good, bro? What's everyone's mental health at? You know what I'm saying? I've been having a lot of shit going on. I've been trying to figure out how I was gonna do this show like solo, like how I was gonna bring it back with a solo episode. I was kind of nervous about it, but I'm gonna be honest with y'all because I feel like I could be honest with y'all. It's the show's called Sorry for What, right? I talk to myself a lot, so like I feel like this is just doing it on camera. It's not really gonna be that hard. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually kind of crazy. I talk to myself often, so this is pretty much just that. Yeah, man. Everyone listening, bro. Like I said, I hope y'all's mental health is good. I hope y'all been super good. I hope whatever y'all endeavors have been since the last time I've been on. Which, matter of fact, that's a good question. Let me see the last episode I shot actually. Um, I want to say it was a year ago though for sure because it was fresh of the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef. So it's been a good little minute. I'm not gonna lie. I know it's been a while. So, anyone who doesn't know who I am or who this is your first time stumbling across the show, welcome to Sorry for What, bro. We're literally not sorry for shit. We say what people are thinking. We say how we feel. This is for the real, not for the fake, not for the weak. So if you're just hearing this for the first time, welcome to episode 50 of Sorry for What, bro. Like uh it's been a journey for me, but let me pull up the YouTube and see when's the last time that I shot an episode for the people who are returning because you guys are gonna know a lot, especially the ones that's been like, yo, what's good with the pod? Like it's been a lot of that. So let me just pull that up real quick to kind of give y'all an idea um of Sorry for What podcast. Let me pull that up. I could have did it on my laptop, but I just feel like I might as well use this iPad for something, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Let's see. Last episode. Pause it because it'll come on swinging. Yeah. Last episode was literally 1 year ago. It was 1 year ago with my boy Q. Sorry about that. You heard it in the background. The exact date was um May 2nd of 2024. So a little bit over a year, bro. A little bit over a year, which is way too long, especially in this kind of with this kind of business and this kind of craft, right? So yeah, man, it won't be that long again. As y'all can see, I've got a space. If you follow me on Instagram, you see I got a couple different spaces to choose from. So I finally got a space, bro. I have finally had a mental reset. Like sometimes I'm not gonna lie, and I don't want to make no excuses because the truth is, to be great, you gotta be able to make it through any and every circumstance, right? So I'm not gonna sit here and try to say, oh, I just needed a break. Nah, man, bro, that's honestly an excuse. But I will say that I'm just way better mentally now than I probably was the last time y'all see me. I feel like I look healthier. If you look at that episode, I look a little not too healthy. Like you know what I'm saying? Skin was crazy. Like just going through life's changes, bro. Life things that just that could really fuck up your mental health. And that's why every time I do the show, if you go back and look at the other 49 episodes, I always say in the beginning, like, how's your mental health this week? Like, how's y'all feeling? Whether I had a guest on, whether it was just myself, whether it was me and Dre Lee, whatever the case may be, I try to like really ask people how their mental health is, because it could like, you feel me? That shit matters, bro. So take care of your mental health. I hope everybody's been doing that. Seriously. I feel like I'm talking in circles. So let's just jump into the show, man. I don't want to waste any more time. As y'all can see, it's just me. Right now, I have relocated. I live in a different state. I'm not located in Florida anymore. So I'm in a different state and by myself. Even before then, I would have been shooting it without a co-host. As far as Miss PR, she's not here to help me with the camera either. So I know you guys are used to a certain dynamic, but I'm still a waviest nigga on a planet. So I'm gonna rock this show just as if I had a guest. A couple different things I have added to the show, and some things I have kept the same. So one of the things I'm gonna keep the same is the music playlist. But instead of it being 8 songs this time around, it'll just be 4 songs. You feel me? To play on the Sorry For What. And because it's just me, it'll just be my 4 songs that I'm listening to. I'm still more than happy to make it about a playlist for up and coming artists. So if you're an up and coming artist and you're stumbling across this for the first time, again, this is Sorry For What podcast. I make a curated playlist every week. If you're an up and coming artist, you can submit the songs. I'll put the email down here at the bottom where you can submit it. And all my contact, really, I'll put my Instagram and I'll put my Twitter, because that's really where I be the most active as far as this is concerned. You can submit your songs. If I fuck with it, I'll add it to the curated playlist each and every week. That'll drop on Monday. One will be coming out this Monday, so you guys will get to see what I'm listening to. It is all industry strong. It is all industry songs. 4 industry songs from my favorite ones that just dropped, or that are out right now. What's in my playlist? What's in my rotation? And that's still gonna be jumping, bro. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. That's still gonna be a super good playlist, whether it's industry people or not, just because, bro, I love music. So that's never, ever going to change. Another change that has come to the show that I'm adding on, I'm going to put a number here at the bottom that you guys can text. If you're watching this, I guess I should start saying it for the people that are really listening, or if you're listening before the episode drops on YouTube. But if you're watching this, I'm going to put the number here at the bottom. You guys can now text this number. I'm going to add a segment on here where Wavy gives some advice, bro. I'm not going to lie. I give good advice. Do I follow my own advice that well? Not really. Not always. Not as much as I should. But I think I'm a good advice giver. So I'm going to put the number down there, and you can text that number whenever you want any type of advice. It doesn't matter. It could be life advice, relationship advice. It could be messy. You could just want to tell a story. It doesn't matter what the case may be, bro. You send it, and on my next episode that I shoot, once I receive that, we will address it. I'm going to try to I want to address 4 of them because the show is Sorry For What, but depending on the timing of the show, I may not get to 4. But always submit them, and we will always address them. I will always address them the next time I shoot from once I receive the text. I thought that was super fire to add to it. I'm super excited about that, and it'll help me interact more, with the people. Something else I want to do is start recording these live, where you can watch it live as I'm recording it, probably on like my Instagram. I won't do that every single time, but that's something that I'm going to add to it, like a segment to just make it more fire. I'm still going to be interviewing artists, so I'm located right now in Denver, Colorado. If you're an artist in Denver, Colorado, and you are looking to get a platform, do some interviews, make your page grow, whatever the case may be, that's what this platform is for. Because I myself used to be a recording artist, an up-and-coming artist. I don't want to say used to be, but if you know me, I used to like do the rapping shit heavy, and I want to make this that. You feel me? I want to make this that for up-and-coming artists, because I respect it so hard, the craft and shit like that. So yeah, that's something that I added to the show that I thought is super fire. I'm really excited about the number adding, though, because I'm trying to get active with my fans, or my supporters. I don't want to say fans. That's crazy. With my supporters, with my listeners, because like, I want to get active with y'all. I want to talk about some shit. You feel me? Like some of y'all shit too. I'm gonna talk about some of my shit. Like it's gonna be great. So just make sure y'all utilize that number. If you're listening, I will put the number in the description of the pod, of what this pod is gonna be about. And if you're watching again, I'll put it at the bottom. I'll put it in the description of the video as well. But yeah, man, it feels so fucking good to be back. I might be talking in circles, but just bear with me. It's been a minute since I had to do this, bro. So just bear with me. Let's get straight to it, bro. Let's get straight to it. Let's not waste no more time, and let's talk about the music this week. It's been some fire drops this week with music. As far as my music too, where I'm getting the drops from, I'm getting the drops from. Shout out to my man at Jizz TV, bro. He keeps me posted with the music that's coming. Anything I may think I missed or I'm gonna miss, he keeps me right. So if you guys I'll put his name in the description too. He'll keep you updated if you want to follow music, but you just don't be having the time. You want to get it from one place. Jizz TV always has the music that I need and what's out and what's dropping and what's coming and all of that good shit, bro. So I ain't gonna lie. I'll keep tapping, searching for my phone, because but I'm using my phone to record the behind the scenes of this shit. So give me 1 second, bro. I'm about to pull it up. And let's get straight to the music, bro. What's new on the music? What's new with the music? So what has dropped? Projects that dropped this week. Boz and the Hicks, Playboy Max, Carol G, Keke Palmer, Dave East and Young Chris, Scarlett, Pluto, YTB Fat. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know none of these people, bro. Keke Palmer I know, Dave East I know, and like Baz I know. Like it's not a lot of people I know for the projects, but those are all projects that dropped this week. Singles, it was single heavy. It was a good singles week, I think. For at least for me speaking as a fan of the music. We had Cardi B drop Outside, which has been anticipated. That's been anticipated. That made the Sorry for What curated playlist. When you hear this tomorrow, you'll know that already. Central C and Sexy Red, Guilt Tripping. That's my shit. That too also made the Sorry for What curated playlist. We got Wale dropped a song called Where to Start. Erykah Badu and The Alchemist, Next to You. That's probably fire. I'm going to have to tap into that. Hurricane Wisdom, no idea who that is, dropped a song called Wusa. Rob 49 and G Herbo dropped a What the Helly remix. G Herbo went fucking stupid on that What the Helly remix. That beat is made for G Herbo. That beat is made for niggas that rap like off beat like that. You feel me? Like and people be like, he don't rap off beat, he rap behind the beat. Whatever the fuck you want to call it. I'm gonna tell you a funny story. But my homie Z, shout out Twin wants me to rap again so fucking bad, right? Twin, soon as Rob 49 dropped the What the Helly beat, she hit me like, bro, please rip this for the summer, bro, please, for me, Twin. I tried to write a verse to that shit. You know how hard it is to rap off beat. So shout out to them niggas. Shout out to them niggas, bro. I don't know how the fuck they doing that. I ain't gonna lie to you, right? All right, next drop. Teddy Swims and Big X The Plug. I like them both separately. Teddy Swims is actually coming to concert out here. I want to go see that shit, but he's charging a fucking arm and a leg, bro, and I need both my arms and legs, so I'm not fucking with it. You feel me? But shout out Teddy Swims. I'm gonna tap into the song. Ed Sheeran, Drive. Gucci Man dropped the song Psycho, and then I can't really see the other person's name on here. Alamo, maybe something like that. I can't really see because of the way I got it screenshotted. But those are singles that dropped this week. As far as the Sorry for What curated playlist, 2 of the singles that dropped made it to the playlist. My songs of the week though, personally, Cardi B Outside. That shit is fire. All the joints that's outside. That's niggas been doing them in for fucking years and years and years. And all my niggas too. My niggas that's been getting done in by the joints, by the baddies, that's going for it because she's a baddie. Go outside this weekend. Listen to that song. That song is fucking fire. Go outside, bro. Just go the fuck outside, bro. It's a really good song. And Cardi, shout out to you. Niggas is trying to throw dirt on Cardi. Like she's just died and all of this other extra shit. Fuck out of here. Niggas don't remember when Cardi was on the lives crying about that nigga and all that other extra shit. Niggas don't be getting like what goes into it for your girl to leave. You feel me? Like sometimes when your girl leave, like it's some joints that do you wrong just to do you wrong, but there's joints that stay while you do them wrong, and then when they finally leave, you looking stupid. You feel me? And that's how Offset looks. Dumb right now, but he's still amigo, still big Migo. But listen to Cardi Outside. That's like the number one song on my curated playlist right now. Next up, though, while we on the topic of Offset 2 dropped a song called Bodies featuring GID. Hey, listen, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna say two things. Offset is a Sagittarius, bro. And I am too. Um, we get a lot of slander. We get a lot of slander for the shit that we do. I ain't gonna go too crazy into like my opinions of the Offset shit. But the song he got is fucking fire. Dropping it the same day as your ex wifey while it's been clear live tension is probably crazy insane to me. That's it's a little sassy, right? It's a little petty, but he did it, and the song is fucking fire. You understand what I'm saying? Fire. Watch the bodies hit the floor. Boom, boom. Whatever the fuck that beat, that the way that the Migos have always been like rock star rap niggas, and they have still managed to do that in their solo careers, has been like fucking fire. A lot of people were saying GID bodied Offset. I disagree wholeheartedly. I wholeheartedly disagree. Offset did his sting on that. That song is fucking fire, so that's on the curated playlist. By the time you see this, you'll already know that because the playlist will be out. That's song number 2 on there. Song number 3 on the playlist, Banned from No, Lil Wayne and Nicki Minaj. Listen, bro. Listen. Wayne is Wayne, always gonna be Wayne. Like, that's never gonna change, right? But my kudos for the verses on that. You guys talking about people killing people on songs. Nicki Minaj, bro. How about that fucking Nicki Minaj, bro? Are we like, I don't think niggas was really hearing, and I want to play some of the shit, but I'm learning that YouTube will dead ass like cut your video off if you playing the songs. That fucking Banned from No, Nicki went crazy, and I love Nicki on all circumstances. Really, I do, because she ran rap. She's the rap queen. She ran that shit for so long, and you can never disrespect that. But my favorite Nicki is Nicki that raps. I don't give a fuck about Starships, Nicki Minaj. I don't give a fuck about Pop Nicki. None of that shit that we talking about. I don't care about that. I'm talking about Nicki barred up. Nicki spitting that shit like she's still in fucking Queens. Like, I mean, that type of Nicki. Anytime she start doing that, I promise you, she can't be fucked with. I promise you. When she really pops her shit and she remembers that she's fucking Nicki Minaj, and she stops going back and forth with the up and coming young girls and shit like that and trying to prove that she paid the way and all of that shit. When she just get in the studio and spit, I mean, she spits, bro. She spits. That Banned from No, if you haven't heard it, which I know everybody has heard it, if you have not heard that shit, please go listen to it. Please go listen to it, bro, because Nicki bodied that shit. All right, and then the next song on my playlist is Sexy or I'm sorry, I gotta start saying whose song it is. Central C and Sexy Red, Guilt Tripping. I'm not a huge fan of Central C. I don't like. Let me tread light when I say this. I love the music from the UK, but I love the music from the UK that's like I don't like his flow of things. That's the best way that I can say it. I don't really like his flow. I don't feel like he makes everything don't gotta rhyme, but it gotta connect. It don't have to be every other word, but it should be every certain line. So I'm not really a fan of Central C. But this song is fucking fire. I don't know if it's because I'm really a certified lover boy, bro. And I love songs that's about niggas just trying to like talk to a joint, trying to get right with the joint. That's my type of music, because I mean, women run the world, bro. Women run the world. Feminine women run the world. Like, everything that you doing, you put on cologne to get compliments from a girl. You dress nice you feel me? You go out to talk to a girl. Like, girls is, so any music that's for the joints, I'm a fan of, and that's why I like this song. It's for the joints. Sexy, I've been a Sexy Red, like, I've been a stan, bro. I've been a stan since, if you go look at the old episodes, even when I hated Pound Town and I thought it was outrageous, I'm a fan of people living in their truth and people being themselves and people being real. And Sexy just she's that, bro. She never changed. She never went like she's still the same Sexy that she was when she came out, and that shit is fire. And it's gotten her place. It's gotten her like like places, bro. I ain't saying that it's ideal and that I want the girls to grow up and want to be like Sexy, but I do want people to be authentic. So the song is fire. Sexy Red's talking her shit as usual. It's a good joint. And summer's like near, bro. Summer's really here. You feel me? What is it? Yeah, yesterday was the first day of summer. Um, it's here, bro. Like it's here. So that's one of the vibey songs that if you in Miami, you're gonna listen to that. You outside, you're gonna listen to that. You on a boat, you in a fucking wherever you at. That song come on, you getting lit to it. So I definitely fuck with that. Um so those are my four. Those are my four. That's what I'm really listening to, bro. And I guess a bonus, this is a bonus song. DDG Bankroll has been my shit. That song has been in my head like crazy. I wanted to put that on there, but I feel like it came out a while ago. I'm still listening to it though, so I guess I could have put it on there. But yeah. I know you did some fake shit, but I don't care about you. I know you did some fake shit. That shit DDG went crazy. DDG went crazy on that, bro. He went crazy on that song. So I fuck with that. Yeah, that's my four though. That's my four. That's my four. Shout out Jizz TV again, for that fire upcoming list. Let you know what's out, what you missed. If you heard anything you wanted to listen to, make sure you go tap into that. Yeah, that's what I'm listening to this week, bro. That's what's on the playlist for me. If you're an up and coming artist listening to this and you want to make the playlist next week, hit me up, and I'll have no problems putting you on there as long as the song is good. I will not support any trash music, unfortunately. Anything I think is trash, so don't take it personal. But if you send it to me and it don't make the list at least by the next two lists, I probably wasn't a fan. I'm gonna start sending out. Like when you apply for a job, and it's like after strong consideration, we decide to go with other candidates. I'm gonna probably start sending out shit like that for the songs that I'm not really a fan of, bro. But yeah. Other than that, man, let's take a quick break. I'm gonna take a quick break really fast. You feel me? Pay some bills, and when we come back, we're gonna get into the hot topics, bro. We're gonna get into the hot topics. I will be right back. Y'all sit around. Y'all enjoy with me. Thank y'all for staying tuned for that break. I am back. Just had to pay a few bills. Let's jump straight into the trending topics, man. I'm not gonna waste no more of y'all's time. Let's get straight to it, man. There's been a lot of things going on. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've probably missed some things that I would have loved to chat about. I'm not gonna lie. But we're gonna jump into one of the things that I missed chatting about that I'm gonna kind of tap into a little bit here. Let me pull it up on the screen on my TV. 1 second. All right, my TV is doing its own thing right now, so we're not gonna worry about that. We're gonna just jump straight into the conversation. Halle Bailey releases a new song and a music video, to a song called Brave Face. Just to kind of tap, I feel like everybody knows what's going on with the damn Halle Bailey and shit like that, and all of that good shit. I feel like it's kind of obvious, it's clear as day. Um, Between her and DDG, if you haven't heard that, you pretty much live like probably like under a rock, pretty much, because it's been trending. Um, I didn't listen to the song. I've never really been a fan of her. I don't really know. I don't really know where she came from. I'm gonna be honest with you. So I didn't listen to the song, but I'm gonna play a little preview of it and see what that's hitting on. All right, I'm gonna leave that. If you are watching, you probably heard it. I don't know if it picks up on the mic or not. I'll be honest with you. But yeah, that's the new Holly Bailey song. Um, Listen, roughly a rough summary of my opinion of that. Bro, just be careful who you have kids with. As far as the relationship allegations of him putting his hands on her and her, and vice versa. Um, any relationship that resembles that or that shows that or On the first sign of it, the best thing I could tell anybody to do is to dip out. As soon as you even see that someone has the ability to take you out of your character like that, remove yourself. Um, I know sometimes too, it's hard to remove yourself. The other person can make it very hard to remove yourself. I've kind of been, I've been on all sides of situations like that in relationships. Um, and bro, it's just unfortunate that the shit is super super ugly. Their text messages have been released and shit like that. But I guess more than anything, to just before I go in a fucking in a circle to go take this too far off, and people start saying I'm like not pro women and like saying crazy shit. I just want to say that it's unfortunate that when you're famous, that's one of the things that happen, that your life is put on the front shelf. But her putting it in the music, it's not. I mean, hey, that's a beautiful thing. I think that should always be respected. And I think the same thing for DDG. He's made some comments in some of his songs. I told you I've been listening to Bankroll. And what's one of my favorite lines right now? I know you did some fake shit, but I still care about you. And regardless of what, two, they have a kid. They have a son who's gonna have to grow up and see these things and hear these things and be torn between those things. So, as far as that situation is concerned, that's a tough one. But congrats on putting it into the music. I don't like the song. I've never really liked a song from her or her sister, to be honest. That's just my opinion. But Mermaid was cool. Mermaid was super, super cool. But yeah, that's it. So listen to that if you haven't listened to that. That's gonna be one of the things on the trending list because people were talking about it. They're kind of eating her ass up in the comments. Um, the shit with her and DDG took a turn. In the beginning it was fuck DDG, and then now it's more like ever since her messages got released, people are like, nah, bro, it's more like fuck her. And I'll say too, bro, I've been with some different type of women, and I ain't judging nobody's text messages that say nothing crazy because I've gotten some crazy shit sent to my phone. So, you know, no judgment zone. No judgment zone, Holly. I'm not gonna lie. No judgment zone. As far as I'm concerned. As far as I'm concerned. Let's go to the next thing though. Let's get straight to it. Um Next, last but most or not last, but next up, let's go to this has been a trending thing. I seen this. Rapper the Mexican OT responds to backlash after justifying why it's acceptable for him to say the N word. Yeah, let's play that. Let's play that. Saying what I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, the first thing he said was, well, "What are you gonna do about it?" I'm already thrown off. I'm already thrown off by that because, excuse me. Like I think when people say stuff like, "What are you gonna do about it?" or like, or "Who gonna check me?" or stuff like that, I, I'm the person like my line is like, "You think I'm pussy?" Ask anybody who know me. That's gonna be the first thing I say when I feel like you saying something crazy. So like, just based off that, the next time anyone's around him and he says the N word, y'all gotta lead with like, "You think I'm pussy?" Because that what y'all was gonna do about it is given. He thinks y'all pussy. Whoever the niggas is that he's around. So let me finish playing this. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't watch that whole thing before I brought it up on here because that take that take is kind of outrageous. I'll be honest with you. I will say this though. I'm originally from New York. I moved from there at a very early age. So when people ask me where I'm from, at this point I always say Florida, right? Um, but I want to say where I'm from originally in New York, the Spanish people do say the N word. I've actually gotten to this disagreement a few times with like people around me, where to me it was more normal where Puerto Rican, he's Mexican, so that's a little different. I'm not gonna lie. Um, and I don't know why. I don't make the rules. Like it's just I just follow them, right? So excuse me. Um, growing up in New York, a lot of the Puerto Ricans say like, you know, the N word. They call you a nigga. They say, "What's up, my nigga? That's my nigga. This. That's my nigga. That." And the black people, when they receive you, when they receive the love back in New York, it's cool. They, you know what I'm saying? They're like, "Oh, that's my nigga. That's my Spanish nigga. That's my, whatever the case may be." So I know New York is its own set of, like, when people say New York is its own place or Florida is its own place, that's dead ass serious. And I'm from two of those, like two of those places, bro. Like, honestly. So Florida is its own place. And Florida, a Spanish person saying the N word is never gonna, like, it's no street cred for that. It's no street cred for that. I'm not gonna lie. If I'm wrong, correct me. You know what I'm saying? All my niggas from Florida, if I'm wrong, correct me. If you got a Spanish homie that you let saying that, let me know. But it's frowned upon way more in Florida. But I also think it's a region thing. It's a south, it's a north thing. So, like, yeah, growing in New York, you're probably gonna say nigga more as a Spanish person than you should. I'm not saying that it's right, and I'm realizing that there can't be no thin line. There can't be no gray area with that subject. Like, you either can say it or you can't. So if you're not black, you should refrain from saying nigga. I'm not gonna lie, you should. And as I can understand, I can see the cringe in it even more, now as I'm getting older and watching the shit that's going on with the times. We really got to stand for something. But I just do want to say in New York that it's more common and less frowned upon than it is in other places. Um, so that's my opinion. I hated the what you gonna do about it aspect of it though. Somebody gotta slap that boy. I'm not gonna lie. So if you around him again and you black, if that's your man's, bro, even if that's your man's, if that's your nigga, your Mexican nigga, slap him, bro. Slap him, cause he can't be talking crazy. I'm not gonna lie, he can't be talking crazy. All right, let's get to the next subject and let me know what y'all think about that, bro. Let me know. Are y'all giving people the pass on the N word? I mean, because I know we do a lot of the time. So let me know. Let me know. Are y'all giving people that pass or not? Let's get to one more next subject for hip hop I wanted to go to. Papoose. Papoose has probably been in an fucking shade room and shit like that more than he ever has. I'm not anybody, more than he ever has in his whole fucking career, probably, right? Um, but he made this post, and I'm interested in it. I'm interested in to see what others think of it. Says y'all gotta stop bashing. Oh no, y'all gotta stop basing. Sorry, y'all gotta stop basing everything in hip hop on age. That's exactly why it's trash now. I've heard some young artists who are nice, and I've heard some older artists who are nice. Your age doesn't make you nice. Your skill and your talent does. Uh, so a lot of the times you hear people say rap is for young niggas, and even myself, bro. Like, I stopped. I changed my shorts. Sorry, I'm adjusting, but I stopped doing the music thing too because I felt like it's an age. It's an age where, like, where it peaks, bro. Like, I don't want to say, because honestly, age is just a number in certain aspects, right? Of career bases and shit like that. So let me not say it like I wholeheartedly disagree with what he's saying. But in my experience of when I was making music heavy, the younger I was, the more I enjoyed it because I could put My choices were dumber, so it made better stories to me. My life, I cared about less things, so it made better storytelling in me. I was hanging around less responsible people, you feel me? So it made better storytelling to me. I guess now, I guess with age for me, and I'm not old, I'm only 29, bro. I'll be 30 in November, but it's like I'm a different person than I was now compared to my last like song. You feel me? Like I'm doing different shit. I'm not even like I can't explain it, but I do agree because a lot of these young up and coming artists are trash. It's so many artists, bro. I was watching the BET Awards the other day, and I didn't even know who a lot of them new artist nominees was. I was confused, bro. I was like, who are these people? Then when they play the song, the clip of the song is trash. It's actually trash. So it's like, I don't think age should matter, but I can see how it does matter in a lot of aspects. And we can act like that's not the case, but I can see where it does matter because, like I said, right now I'm not doing the same shit I was doing when I was 21, and it's more appealing. It's more attention catching. But I did write a verse the other day, I'm not gonna lie, just to kind of exercise. And I bodied that shit. So age has nothing to do with it. Cause I'll still smoke any young nigga, any nigga in the city. I swear to God. I swear to God I would. So it's just like, it's just an opinion. I guess that's just an opinion. Definitely it's the talent, it's the skill that makes you nice. The age doesn't make you nice, but some of it makes it just, I don't know, better to tell a story. You feel me? I wish I had a second opinion here a little bit. So like if they could feel what I'm saying, I hope I'm not talking in circles right now. But yeah, that's just my, I guess, my real opinion. Niggas is, and I guess it's the substance of what you rapping about. If you're 45 rapping about being in the streets and shit, then niggas don't want to hear that, bro. You too old. I'm not gonna lie, you too old to be rapping about that. So I guess that is what it's about. It's the substance of the music and what you're putting into the music. Papoose probably don't feel like he's too old to rap because he's saying some shit. You get what I'm saying? Like Papoose is like talking his talk, and he's like, his shit has a purpose and a meaning and shit like that. So I can get why Papoose probably don't feel like he's too old. But if you're gonna be fucking Pusha T and you 45 and you're still rapping about selling drugs from fucking 30 years ago, my nigga, like, I'm not gonna lie, we don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear that. The people don't want to hear that. Like, it's just my opinion. But yeah, I just wanted to touch on that because I thought it was a good topic. Another topic I wanted to touch on while we on the old heads of hip hop, of music. Jim Jones recently said in an interview that he basically got more hits than Nas. That his son don't even know Nas. I wish I could find the clip of that, bro. Oh, I should have found that before this show started because I really wanted to discuss that. I really, 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 really wanted to discuss that because, nigga, what? I'm not really. I don't listen to Nas either, so I get what he's saying. His son's not listening to Nas, but your son's listening to you because it's you. Your son ain't just getting in the car saying like, "Yo, play new Jim Jones." I actually have never heard anybody say that in my life. And I got an older brother who grew up in the Dipset era. He still never said like, "Play that new Jim Jones." And if I'm wrong, correct me, bro. Correct me. Maybe I'm just too young to remember that shit. But I, as a youngin, that's still my point. That makes it even more valid. I still remember more Nas than Jim Jones. You feel me? And then and when my brother was into Dipset, he liked Jewels. So to go for Jim to go, he got more hits than Nas is like, I don't know what's in that nigga's fucking braids. I don't know what's in that nigga's brush because he always brushes braids after he fucking braid them. It look like I don't really know what's up with the nigga, but that was probably like that. That was a crazy comment to me, and I was like, I guess if that's what we doing, like if that's how niggas is feeling, and I wasn't there for that portion. I wasn't there for that portion. So yeah, that was something that I wanted to discuss too. Like I think that's crazy. And Jim Jones to go hits. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Let me pull up. Let me just make sure. Go to gym songs. We Fly High, Two Step, Pop Champagne, Summer with Miami, Crunk Music. These are his 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are the top five songs I just said. I know We Fly High. I'm again. This is where my New York comes in. I do know these songs. These songs are fire in New York City though. So my Florida people watching this, listening into this, do y'all know any of those songs besides We Fly High? And then we're gonna go to Nas and we're gonna just compare it. We're gonna go to Nas. I can't even believe this is a comparison. Then we're gonna go to Nas. We're gonna go to Nas's top 5 songs. Nas got a top 5 song from 2025. So to say nobody's listening to him and one of his top songs is from 2025, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. I'm not even gonna lie, because I don't even know that. I don't even know that song. But it is his top 3 song, bro. So Nas is top 5. If I Ruled the World, New York State of Mind, Documents, which is the one from this year, The World Is Yours. Then the next one is My President with Nas on it, but it's a Young Jeezy song. And we know those songs more than we know any of the Jim Jones songs I just named. So I thought Jim was a little, I feel you got to toot your own horn sometimes, but I thought that was a little crazy. I thought that was a little outrageous. And if I'm wrong, correct me. Correct me and let me know. But I just thought that Jim Jones was smoking something. I don't know what it was, quite frankly, but it was something. All right, next up. Next up on the list. Sorry. Let's go to What's up? What else is trending out there? Oh, let's get off of the music subject for a minute and let's talk about real life here for a second. Our president, Donald Trump. I honestly, saying that makes me sick because I can't believe we reelected this guy. That's is actually disappointing. But he made a tweet that confirms he basically dropped a bomb in Iran. We have completed our very successful attack on the 3 nuclear sites in Iran, including Fordo. I hope I'm saying any of this right. I'm not even going to say that, but he names the 3 places. All planes are now outside of Iran airspace. A full payload of bombs was dropped on the primary site. Fordo, that's the one I know how to say, or Fordow. All planes are safely on their way home. I just want y'all to understand something that I am like. I'm not into politics. I'm not really political. I'm not. I'm more or less of. I just live my everyday sometimes, and I have the ability to at moments live in a bubble. And I had to shake myself and snap out of it and remind myself that this is not the time for that. The shit that's going on in the world right now, if you just pay close attention, bro, it's scary. And this is gonna take some of that scary shit to another place now. It's gonna heighten it. It's now this is the start of a war. And Pamela said that, or Kamala. I said Pamela. My bad. Kamala Harris said that. She said that. She said, if you elect him, and within 6 months, this country's gonna go to war. And what is it? June? Almost July. Like she said that shit and she meant it. And we really live in a world where people are more scared of black women being in charge, or women at all, but definitely black women. But we're living in a world where just because you're a woman, we're not gonna give you a fair shot. Donald Trump was never a good president, ever. But because the world didn't want a woman, let alone a black woman in the office, we're about to go to war. And I want to say something else too about for black people, because that's that's what this is about for me, is being a black person. They're literally they're taking our classes, they're taking away American or black African American history in schools, they're taking our names off of buildings, they're doing shit. They're trying to get rid of black people. And if you look closely, I was just having this conversation the other day, if you look closely to all the AIs and shit that's on Twitter, they're black people, and they're black people doing not the what they think that us as black people do. And bro, it's scary. It's super super scary. And I went to church this morning, and in church they said it's time to take the city. And I just want to say that, like, I'm not about to like go into crazy detail. I'm not no pastor or nothing like that, but just black people, bro. Like, we gotta take our city. We gotta take what's ours, and we gotta stand for something. This is obviously scary for the whole United States, but I just wanted to specifically talk to my black people, because it's gonna get scary for them, but it'll get scarier for us. You get what I'm saying? It's gonna be a war for them, but it's a different kind of war for us. So just everybody, bro, stay prayed up. Keep God first. Be safe, bro. If you're traveling, be safe. To any city, but especially the major cities, Denver, Florida, anywhere that they could attack us, and it's like a huge, you feel me? Stay prayed up. And stay cautious, bro, and do research, stay knowledgeable. And I'm saying this to myself too, because like I said, I could live in a bubble sometimes. That's not good. But yeah, I'm gonna end it like that. We're gonna take a quick break, and when we come back, we're gonna come back on a lighter note. I know that just got super wavy X, Maxo wavy X, a little Malcolm X-ish, you know what I'm saying? A little Maxo wavy Luther King. But we're gonna take a quick little break, and when we come back, we're gonna get more into the music shit. All right, y'all. I am back. Thank you for staying tuned for that break. Damn, the fact that this has still been an hour long, even though it's just me, it lets me know that, like, maybe the whole time it was me. Maybe it was never, maybe it was never Dre, and maybe it was never PR. I'm not really sure. But all right, man. I was gonna get into the next topic. The next topic I had, honestly, is super light to keep this under an hour. It was just honestly Keyshia Cole's album. She just celebrated her 20 years of The Way It Is, that Keyshia Cole album. Just wanted to shout that out because that album is a fucking classic. Keyshia Cole is another one of my favorites, who I feel like she doesn't realize exactly who she is, but that album is fucking fire. She's going on tour. I've been going back and forth with myself. They don't have she's not coming to where I'm at, but she's coming to a few cities near it. And I've kind of been going back and forth on if I wanted to see her. On if I wanted to travel to see her. I did already see Keyshia Cole in Atlanta at a festival, but I feel like she could be good in on a tour. She got some shit that I could, you know what I'm saying, that I could sing super loud, like B-side shit that's not even like the songs that we all know and that we all sing. But I just really wanted to shout that out. The 20 years is beast, bro. 20 years. Bro, we getting old, 90s babies. And not old, but we really getting older, bro. We're really getting older. Like, it's actually happening. Like, even my experience with not knowing none of the new artists on the BET Awards, that was a humbling ass experience for me. Because I remember my mom used to watch the BET Awards and used to be like, oh yeah, next year I'm not gonna know nobody. I don't know nobody. And I used to be like, you always know a song or something. She used to be like, no, I literally don't know nobody. And I feel you, ma. I was wrong. I don't have a problem, man, when I'm wrong. I was wrong about it because I knew nobody on that shit this year, and I'm only 30. So, yeah, that was the only other thing I wanted to shout out. Other than that, bro, to be honest, it's been a super calm week in the music. Kai Cenat hooked up with LeBron James, it looks like. That sounds crazy. Pause, but like they linked. They linked up. Kai Cenat is just a whole nother type of talented, bro. Shout out to Kai, bro. Damn, that nigga, he's a young, talented king. I'm not gonna lie. What else? Let's just skim through some shit just in case there's stuff I missed. I think everything I cared about, I hit though. Beanie Man did a Tiny Desk concert. That's actually fire. Um, yeah. Shout out Beanie Man. That's fire. What else? What else happened in today's news, bro? I think that's really it. Jussie Smollett proposed to his boyfriend. Love wins, Love wins. Congratulations to them. What else, bro? I think that's it. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing anything. Nicki Minaj and Lil Wayne linked recently. That video is funny. If you haven't seen it, go look at that. It's a quick little clip video it was on Nicki's live. I think, yeah, man, that's really it. That's really it. Jay-Z came out in Paris at Beyonce's tour. I had the luxury of catching that on that tour again. I went to the last tour she had for the Renaissance. I went to this one. This one I caught it in Chicago. That was actually fire. I wish I would have went to the one in Paris. Fuck, because I love Jay-Z. Seriously. But yeah, man, I think honestly that's it. That's all that I got, man. It just feels super, super, super good to be back. I'll be back again. I'm gonna be doing, and I'm holding y'all. Make sure y'all hold me to this, bro. If there's ever a time that I'm short, make sure y'all blast me. I'm trying to do 2 episodes a week minimum. So this will be dropping by the time y'all see this. It'll be Monday by the time y'all see it. I haven't figured out a full schedule as far as like some days it'll be audio, video, whatever the case may be. But I'm just super, super fucking happy to be back. And like, if y'all knew the shit I went through to get back to this shit, mentally, financially, emotionally, bro, physically, like I feel like there's a difference in me physically from the last time I was on this camera. Like I've been putting in the work, man. I've been putting in the work, and now it's time for it to come to life. And this is 50 episodes, regardless of the gap or of what. This is 50 episodes. This is my 50th episode, bro. And everybody that's been a part of the episodes, the Smoke Fest, the 50 episodes, the whatever, anytime you see me outside, even a few months ago, I just want to say this. Somebody stopped me outside and was like, yo, what's up? I watch your podcast. And that shit was fire. I was in a fucking what is it post office one day. Somebody said that to me. They stopped me and told me they listened to the pod, they watched the pod, and it's just fire. And the last thing I'm gonna say before I go, because I ain't trying to like have y'all on here for mad long, and they just did this to me this morning at church, just had me there for mad long, right? Last thing I'm gonna say is this: if you got a dream, or if there's something that you want to do, and like you can't stop thinking about it, and you think about it more days than you don't, or there's not a day that goes by that you don't think about that, then that means that shit is your purpose. And this shit here is my purpose. Every day I wasn't doing this shit, I was beating myself up for not doing this shit and tricking myself out of my own mind. It was me versus me the whole time. I don't need anybody to do anything that God has told me to do, bro. And that's what it is with this podcast. So that's all I'm gonna say. Thank y'all for the patience and shit like that with getting this shit together. I'll see y'all again next week. I'll be back with another episode. Don't forget to text this number, text the number. I still didn't write it down, but I'm going to put it in the bios and stuff like that. Make sure y'all text, man, and get active. Get active with the kid. I'd love to have conversations. Maybe even one day I'll do a live call where I'll call somebody and literally be potting while, you know what I'm saying, while I call them. That'd be fire too. But anyway, I'll see y'all next week. I'll see y'all next time. Thank y'all for staying tuned with the waviest host on the fucking planet. You know what I'm saying? And thank y'all for believing it before everybody else can even see it. You dig? I'll see y'all next week.